Is college worth it in 2026? If someone asked me that question, this is how I would answer. This is coming from someone who got their undergraduate pretty recently, 2022, and my graduate in 2024. And I would say for me, college was definitely worth it. But that doesn't mean it's worth it for you in particular. If I could do it all back again, I would do it. It made sense for me financially. Like, if you're gonna go to college, at least start at like a community college or a state school. I went to a state school that was affordable, whatever that means, more affordable than the $60,000 Babsons and Bentleys and Harvards. Um, yeah, it was worth it for me. It was a good ROI. But if you ask me, like, what did you get out of college? I would not tell you, like, it was from my course load or my hard skills that I learned. Like, I'm not going to tell you it was financial derivatives or international finance or like coding or Python. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you is from the amazing networking that I had, from the opportunities, the entrepreneurial things that I got to start and get hands on. Like, those are the things that I'm going to point out. So, if you want to go to college, be there to learn, be there to put yourself out there, be there to like try entrepreneurial ventures. If you're there just to party, like, you can find cheaper parties. College is really expensive just to go and party. That's definitely not worth it. I know it's hard for a 17 or 18-year-old to have a clear goal or clear outcome from college. Like, that is very difficult. So don't don't be afraid just to take a year or two off, work a job, start a YouTube channel, start some entrepreneurial venture, start a business, and just see what you like to do. So, just to tell you a little bit about my experience at college, when I was talking about entrepreneurial ventures, like, that was the thing that stuck with me in networking. Like, the first job that I got at a pretty big reputable company was, I had found I was the president of a couple student organizations, like a real estate one, a Salesforce one, and then I had started a consulting group, and we brought this company in as a big accounting consulting company, and like the managing partner of the Boston office was there, and he met me, and we were talking quite a bit, and then he's like, "Oh, feel free to reach out to me," and then I was like, "Oh, okay." So I applied to that company like way too late into the process, and HR was like, "No, like, we can't do anything." So I emailed my guy, the managing partner, and like 5 minutes later, I get a call from HR, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we would love to have you." And then yeah, I was there for 4 years, and it was a great experience. But that was all because of networking. And then from that job, because of networking, I got my current job at a startup, and it's all just been networking. So don't build your career in terms of like a resume. Like, sure, yeah, my resume does look really good with certs and my graduate degree, my undergrad, and all my work experience. But like, I plan to never use my resume ever again. Like, ever. It's all going to be from networking. It's from word of mouth. It's from, yeah, mutual people. So don't build your career around a resume. Build it around your personal connection. That's going to get you very far. And you can do that outside of college. You can network, you can do all this stuff outside of college. You don't necessarily need college to. It's a little easier if colleges have like these partnerships with big companies. It's easier to partner like that. But it's not absolutely necessary. And then the second thing that college was really good for me was the entrepreneurial ventures, the hands-on experiences. Like I mentioned, like starting student organizations, being presidents of them. That was real life experience. Being able to lead and manage like an organization, put together like training content, put together all the logistics, like booking rooms, like getting catering, bringing in speakers, parking, like all of that stuff was invaluable experience. And then I actually got involved with starting a student run business. It was a restaurant on campus. It was awesome. So I was involved at the very beginning about getting financing from the school, getting the backing, and then writing our constitution, writing our bylaws, and then writing a plan for how we're going to create the restaurant. And it was awesome. It really was. And I got really into the nitty gritty about like where are we going to source our ingredients from like local markets around the city, and then who's going to work there and what our menu is going to be, who's our target audience, what hours are we going to be open to. It was so cool. Like it really was. Unfortunately, like we were supposed to open the week after spring break, but then COVID happened, so that restaurant never ended up happening. But it was such a cool experience. So for me, college was more about the real life experience, the entrepreneurial things I got to tackle, and just connections, networking. It definitely helps you with like your professionalism. I think it makes you a little bit more serious, take things a little bit more seriously. But you don't necessarily need college for that. So once again, I'll say it worked out for me. I'm very happy where I am. But could I have done it without college? I could have achieved success without college. I don't think I would have got exactly to this point. It might have been, maybe I'd been a more successful YouTuber by now or started like a different business. But I don't know. I don't know. For you, for the person who's watching this, hopefully you're 16, 17, 18 years old and you haven't decided to jump into college yet. Like, don't go into debt. Don't go into crippling debt. Like, can you pay $60,000 a year? Probably not as an 18-year-old. That's really hard. So pick something that's affordable. Like, I paid my way through college through, I was working since I was 13. I worked very hard, saved up some money, and then I had to take out some student loans, but take advantage of subsidized loans so the interest doesn't start building up until after you finish college. Like definitely take advantage of that. And then the interest rates are super low, like 2.5%, 3.5%, 5% is like the highest. Like that's really not bad. So take advantage of student loans, but don't get owned by them. Like make sure you can pay them off. And then after college, like the degree you're getting really only gets you in the door to be able to work that job, like entry level job. Like think, do you want to work that entry level job? Like if you get a finance degree, do you want to be a financial analyst just like playing around in spreadsheets all day? Like if that doesn't make you happy and be like, oh my God, I can't wait to do that, then don't get a finance degree. Like if you want to start a business, then go to school for entrepreneurship or management. Like that would actually help you. Or just don't go to school at all and build your own business. Let it fail. Like most businesses fail, which is fine. Don't be afraid of failure. And then you can go to college after that if you want. Like it's so flexible, but be aware of these things before going into college and committing so much. Like unless you have a clear outcome in mind of something that you want to accomplish, something that you want to do. Like I know I'll actually like this job, and like here's a newsflash: like you can like your job. I like my job, like my 9 to 5. I I find extreme like ownership. I find it's just very fulfilling to me. Like I really enjoy it. And I've kind of been building my whole college and career to get to this point where I am. And I'm very happy. I really am. I can say that. So it is achievable. Like college can work in 2026. It doesn't have to. But if you're going to be if you're someone if you're someone who's lazy, if you're someone who's just going to party, like that's such a waste. Like I'm not telling you not to have fun, but like make sure that you're making a priority like your career and what you want to accomplish. Like that is the goal. That is the priority. I'm not saying you can't party, you can't have fun, but don't go to college with that expectation. So I know I've just been rambling on for like 10 minutes about my college experience. If this was helpful, I hope it was. Please like the video. I can make more videos like this if there's specific parts of college that you want me to talk about or specific parts of my career, my journey, whatever you want to talk about. I I can talk about it. So let me know, guys. I really do hope this was helpful. Thanks.